The utter incompetence of Matt Eberflus is more loud than ever before in this loss that the Bears had against the Detroit Lions. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
Tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time for Matt Eberflus to go. That's what time it is. It is indeed now time. I don't care what anybody said about anything. It is now time for Matt Eberflus to get the fuck out of here. That's it. It's done. Matt Eberflus needs to be gone. Don't wait till Monday. Don't wait till you get back to Chicago. Don't wait for anything. It's time for Matt Eberflus to get the hell out of Dodge. Matt Eberflus is the most incompetent prick, dumbass that I have ever seen in my life. That's what it comes down to. The incompetence of Matt Eberflus to be in a situation, yet another situation, where you should have been in a position to either be able to tie the game or win the football game. The incompetence of Matt Eberflus has hurt this team enough. It's time for Matt Eberflus to go. It is time for him to go. It's time. It's done. It's time. It's over with. There's no more conversations. There's no more excuses to be made. There's no more none of that. Get this motherfucker the hell up out of here. It is time for Matt Eberflus to get the fuck out of Dodge. I called for it. I said a Black Monday needed to happen if he lost, much less him losing in this manner. Losing like this? Like when is enough, Ryan Poles? Oh, hold on, let me refresh real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Hey, bro, he find a new way every fucking week. He find a new way to lose it. It's almost
what
impressive.
Is this, bro? What is this? What is this?
It's impressive how he finds a new way to lose
every single time. It makes absolutely no sense that this is the situation we are yet in again with this dumbass. And Matt, listen, it's almost like Matt Eberflus decided to coach in a way to make sure that he's going to get fired.
He did.
That's what he did here.
100%.
This is. I don't even know. It's like
I don't think he getting fired. I really don't.
No, bro. I'm sorry. This is it. Like, I don't understand how you can keep. This is like affirmative action for white people. There's no reason why he needs to keep this job, bro. There's no reason. There's no reason why Matt Eberflus should still be the head coach of the Chicago Bears. There's no fucking reason for this. None of it. Kendall Vidor made the best play he ever made for the Chicago Bears ever. In that pass interference call. You alone, had you just ran something competent, should have at least been able to get a field goal to tie the game. There's no way that this shit keeps happening to the same person. It's done.
It is. This is who he is, and he turned this team into that. How the fuck? The play, 2 plays before that on the should have been first down, which went to hell. It's the 3rd time we ran that play, and it's the 2nd time Cole Kmet has done this shit. It's because of who your leadership is. Because this Flus is undisciplined, uncultured, don't care about the game for real, is not tough on players when he needs to be tough, not a lot. That's what type of performance you see today. It was that whole 5 minutes of the end of that game was just Flus. It wasn't necessarily what I'm saying is Flus' fault, but it's just a Flus ass team. Constant penalties, putting yourself in position, out of position, in position, out of position. That's a Flus ran team. Yes, he should have been fired fucking light years away. But He don't care. He like at this point, if he not fired tonight, like I said, he not getting fired. He not getting fired till Black Monday. He ain't getting fired.
Yeah, I mean, but if it's Black Monday, cool. But to me, this is it, bro. Like, fuck his I'm sorry, his kids and his wife didn't do nothing, but fuck your family and everything. Y'all still gonna get paid. I don't give a shit about none of that. When they are on the plane on the way back, Ryan Post should just walk up to him on the plane and be like, "Just hand me your keys."
What is this good? You know, it was a couple seconds on the clock, and when Caleb went up to the line, I thought he was going to spike the ball down, but he didn't do it. So I thought we had enough time, but that times don't really matter when you have the six going.
I can predict Matt Eberflus's post-game press conference right now. He's going to say something along the lines of, we felt really confident. We were playing with some momentum. We felt like we had the momentum. So, in that time period, you just want to really ride that momentum out. But no, he's stupid. He's a fucking idiot. It's time to go.
And yeah, a lot of people gonna be like, "Stop blaming fools. It was on Caleb." It was indeed on Caleb. But as a head coach, you have timeouts. You know the situation of the game. You're supposed to save your rookie quarterback or any quarterback in that situation. If you realize, as the head coach, your number one priority is to know what's going on in this game. So yeah, is it Caleb's fault? 100%. He should have that damn ball 100%. But that's why you got a whole fucking. That's why, if that's the case, you don't need coaches. You don't need. He had everybody looking. Everybody was looking. I can't even get on all the coaches on Flus. It's everybody. How was not anybody running up to Flus like, bro? Are you not gonna call the timeout? Hell, am I not? Can a coordinator call timeout?
I mean, he's not on the field. Remember, Thomas Brown is up in the booth. But
Eric, what you doing? Running back coaches. We got 3 running. Tell him something.
Bro.
He had 33 seconds.
Everybody in the world collectively knew that Matt Eberflus needed to call a timeout. It's like everybody in the world, like except one person, understood that they needed to call a timeout. That makes no sense. It makes no sense.
It don't. Bro, wrap your head around this. We had 33 seconds and got one playoff.
One in 33 seconds. You should be able to get at least 2 and 3 if you're decisive.
Right. 3 if you know what you're doing.
I was honestly in shock, bro. When the clock kept going down and nobody was doing anything, I was like, laughing. What is happening?
I promise you. I started laughing because I'm like, what do we expect? Did we really expect us to be smart? Like, I didn't expect us to go win that game. I know. I keep telling y'all, players can only play in spite of their coaches for so long and for so many moments. They're going to get in the way of the game at some point, and every single time when it's an important moment, an important drive, Flus shows you that he's a fucking pussy every time. He don't understand the situation. It is what it is.
It's the repeated stupidity. And again, if people want to try to blame Caleb, all right, cool, try to get that off. But you still have a head coach on the sidelines. And even a halfway decent head coach is not going to allow the clock to just completely run down like that without some type of adjustment. Matt Eberflus, when the camera went to him after play was done, he had no fucking idea what happened either. None.
And when his first time today, he did early in the game as well. Coming off the field.
2 people. How do 2 people? Because listen, Caleb ain't about to dodge this wrath either.
He not.
2 people are so fucking incompetent. Like, it's just, at the end of the day, somebody need to smack Caleb Williams, and Matt Eberflus deserves to be kicked in the balls after this.
Hey, like I've always say, I'm everybody be like, why are you so hype on coaching? Players are an extension of their coach. You just seen Caleb pull a Flus. He pulled a Flus. That is a definition of a tendency of Flus. Because what happens? We are not the most prepared team. That's been a title under the Bears under Flus for multiple times. Did that look like a prepared quarterback? No. You're not gonna be prepared when you have a coach like that. That's what it like. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can only blame this team for these players for so much. They doing their damnedest. They're playing in spite of stupidity. This defense, despite of their shortcomings, they tried their hardest, and it's still when it's down for your job to be the fucking CEO of this goddamn team, you reverted back to the goddamn COO. You didn't make the important decision when it needs to be made. You did not realize, oh shit, my rookie quarterback right now realizing the situation. I need to step in. You just let him run the fucking play. You get no excuses. As a rookie, Caleb, you can't do that. But you're a rookie. You're going to learn from it. And under this coaching, under that tutelage, I understand why he did it. Because you got a dumbass, unprepared ass coach anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It really doesn't make any sense. And that's crazy. Like, listen, you can say this shit, that's crazy, but now you're about to be a victim and you're a fucking idiot because it's not just about, if you don't understand, you just want to make the thing of just blaming the players because you just think that's hot and that's what's going to get you attention. I got the attention for you right now, you dumbass bitch. If you don't understand the impact that coaching has, sit your ass on the sideline like Matt Eberflus should and shut the fuck up. That's crazy because you're a fucking dumbass. If you don't understand, it's not blame.
Yeah, right.
Understand, reasoning and blame are two different things, and the people that can't understand it are usually fucking dumbasses. I get it that nobody hugged you as a child in your life, but that doesn't mean that just because nobody hugged you that you got to come and try to find the attention via negative means. Go out there and find you something positive in your life because you're not going to find it here. All you're going to find here is getting flamed the fuck up. Now, right now, I have my target set on Matt Eberflus. If you want to be a victim, keep talking. Is what I'm going to tell you here.
I just got a question for motherfuckers that want to blame Caleb to the highest extent right now. If your baby is walking towards a pit of fire, are you just going to continue and let that motherfucker walk into a blazing hell? Or you going to go grab your baby? Your head coach, they go grab his baby.
No, see, that's what it is. His parents didn't grab him. They literally let him fall off a curb and hit his head, and that's why he's sitting here saying the dumb shit that he had.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. It's just a fucking idiot. Like, and it's people who literally wait to try to go look for attention. This ain't ESPN. This ain't Tape Never Lies. This ain't Just Another Year Chicago. I'm not a nice human being. They're nice. I will flame your bitch ass the fuck up.
I don't like people.
So now, if you're going to come in here, become correct and don't say no dumbass shit. Now, we could have actual football conversation, but if you come in here spitting dumb shit, don't forget, this is still Chicago. You can still get flamed the fuck up.
And at the end of the day, nigga, I don't want to hear no shit about no players when we're notoriously losing. He's 4-14 in away game. He like 10 and 35 as a head coach. Dumb to blame the head coach. If your record is preceding yourself, and this is a year, if we're seeing tendencies, it's habits. We're seeing habits that's been year after year after year. I'm not finna keep looking at the players and be like, well, shit. You think every single player we done had, there's multiple players in the past that have went on to greener pastures and they balling. So stop trying to blame the players. It's they fucking franchise. That's y'all fucking problem. That's the problem with this franchise and these dumbass fan base. Y'all always want to blame the players instead of the fucking franchise, and that's why we ain't won in fucking 40 years. Y'all don't hold this fucking franchise accountable. Y'all always want to blame the fucking players.
Yeah, I mean, it's always people that want to blame one thing or another, right? And like, did Caleb make a mistake? Yes. We're not in any shape, form, or fashion saying, oh, Caleb didn't do anything wrong. No, Caleb's a dumbass today too. But this is a repeated thing for Matt Eberflus that he doesn't understand what the fuck he wants to do. It just is.
It's a repeated thing. Motherfucker, it's Detroit. Did y'all not remember the last 2 Detroit games last year? He blundered both of them. On top of the Denver game and the don't forget the Tampa Bay game. Don't forget the Denver game. Don't forget the Browns game. Don't forget the Minnesota game in Minnesota. That I just gave you 5 instances. I could go back all the way to Justin Rookie year. Pittsburgh game, blunder it. It's a continued cycle. Your franchise not getting right. You're not getting the right staff. Hell, we don't even know we got the right GM at this point because I'm telling you right now, if you let this bitch ass nigga go on this podium and talk, and this
he's
nigga
definitely going to the podium and talk. That you might as well. That like if you judging it by that, he's definitely going to the podium and talking. That's not even.
Well, he better have a pink. He better have a pink slip ready on his desk. Matter of fact, my fault. They flying back tonight. Put that motherfucker on the plane.
Yeah, it's the constant, like Matt Eberflus. And the thing is, and here's this, like Caleb Williams isn't going anywhere anytime soon. He's just not. Matt Eberflus is though. This is it. Matt Eberflus is actually coaching for his job, and at this point, there's nothing he can do to save it. Right? Caleb is going to get another opportunity as a rookie next year. He's going to get another opportunity under a different head coach, maybe a different offensive coordinator, hopefully under a different offensive line. And he's going to have a time to fix his mistakes. Matt Eberflus is out of time. He's out of time. That's it. He's out of time. So it's the repeated, when you look at the number of games that we've lost close under Matt Eberflus before Caleb Williams got here, what is that? It's a repeated series of events that just shows you he's not ready. He's not the guy. It just is what it is. He's not him. This is it. He's not going to be the guy to get over anything. So it's time for him to go. Now, are they going to fire him? Probably not. That's not what the Bears do. But that doesn't mean that that's not what they should do. It's a very different thing. Very different thing there.
At this point, they just got to do what it needs to be done. I ain't saying nothing no more. I'm just going to see if you're going to do what you're supposed to be doing, Pose.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even care if you got... Kevin, if you got to step in, do it. Because at this point, this shit getting ridiculous.
You got to start asking questions like I said, it's different. I understand the general thought process between not moving on from a coach in the middle of the season. Like, I'm not going to act like I'm blind to that. I do understand that, right? But at this point, the damage is done. The damage is done. That's it. The damage is done. And so
you hurting yourself and your reputation as a franchise now. Players gonna be like, this franchise don't know what the fuck they doing.
The Bears franchise, our reputation is already in the god is trash. But all right, let's actually get into some of the football here, real quick. Stevo, how did you feel about Caleb's game? Of course, we've talked about the fourth quarter blunder there. How do you feel about the game overall today?
It was okay. I say for a totality, he had an okay game. It was a good first half. A lot of late balls, a lot of inaccuracies. Had some. I feel like it just wasn't a good game from him at the beginning. Now he turned it around, which is what turns it into okay. And that's just the competitor in him. We all know, like, whenever we get down, even though we still feel like regardless of our quarterback gonna go out there and fight. And that showed even within. He was going those times when he needed to convert it on them long thirds down. He's running. He's putting his shoulder down. We seen him get hurt. Now I'm gonna get on. He was doing a lot of dumb shit today. I ain't gonna lie. That little hesitation he did running to the sideline, got hit in the knee. Your fucking fault. Get your dumb ass out of bounds. You don't always got to make a spectacular play. I think that's something we just got to coach out of him, and Flus ain't the one to do it. But hopefully our OC Thomas get it out of him. But besides that, like, I just like that he was able to keep a competitive nature about himself, a certain calmness. I feel like he could be a little bit more calm. I feel like that's where he was having a lot of inaccuracies and stuff like that. It's just he get those passes off and he know he can make that throw, but right before you got to make that throw, it's like a sniper. You got to take a breath so you can be more precise. Something he need to work on. Situationally, he could be better at times, but at the end of the day, he put what we're asking for him to do is just what we should be asking him, just not mess up games.
Yeah.
Now we're asking him to put us in position to win, and he's done that all 3 weeks, regardless if he's had a terrible game, bad game, or a K game. Somehow, some way, he finds a way to put us in a situation to win, and we just blow it up in his face.
That's a fact. And crazy. You can call me whatever name you want. I'm just telling you from an outsider perspective, Bears fans blaming coaches for how many years. Yeah, because we keep getting the wrong coach. If you don't understand, like, exactly, it's not about just the players. If you have watched the NFL long, then you know that Just like look at our offense. Our offense turned around with changing Thomas Brown and Shane Waldron. It's not just about having the players when you don't have somebody that can't orchestrate it to save their lives. I'm not saying that we don't still need an improvement of talent. We do. But if you don't think that coaching is, if you go back and watch, this is why, as an outsider, don't talk about inside information. Stay your ass on the out fucking side out, looking in, and just watch the people that actually understand this team. Then watch that and listen to it, because you don't have the form of reference to try to have the conversation you're trying to have, because you're being reactionary and a fucking idiot because you're dumb.
I don't. Everything you just said was just not
stupid.
It's just stupid. How the fuck are we not going to? If you're a offensive coordinator and we can't score, who the fuck am I else supposed to blame? We done had players come in and out this motherfucker. Every player we got ain't garbage.
The players aren't calling the plays. The players aren't deciding the personnel on the field. The players aren't deciding the scheme. The players aren't deciding the coverage. So there's a lot of intricacies that go into football outside just, oh, you got the right players, boom, you win. And if you think that's the case, I can tell you never played sports at a high level, and you probably sitting somewhere in your mama's basement with double D titties, 4 necks, and you're probably breathing through a fucking tube. Shut the fuck up.
My thing is, I'm tired of stupid niggas talking, because they be giving that's the thing, niggas don't be paying attention, because the announcers be giving y'all game in the game and y'all don't even listen. One of the broadcasters said today, like, it's one thing to have a good football team like Detroit, but it's another thing when you have a good coach staff. You just put everything together, and that's when they was rolling.
Exactly.
That's the whole purpose. If by your logic, the last 10 years, 300 players been asked, basically. All 300 of them been ass. We just, and it's just not the coaching.
Let's get back to football. So we talked about Caleb's game overall. How'd you feel about Thomas Brown? He's a big thing that's really kind of changed the vibe of this offense. How'd you feel about him and how he called this game today?
Once again, like most importantly, most of the plays that he called and ran made sense per the what we had on the field. If there was a crucial first down, he used Keenan in the right way. He used DJ in the right way. He even used Rome in the right way. In the blocking scheme, there was not too many times where we was just leaving them on an island until we start realizing, okay, this online is starting to get a rhythm. We starting to get it going towards that third quarter into the fourth. That's when we started chilling on like 12 men and 13 personnel. But besides that, just being calling plays at the right time, telling the story, setting up plays, doing plays that Caleb is comfortable with, doing plays that you know he can accomplish. But besides that, he just called a pretty solid game overall.
Yeah, it was a solid game. Like it had its things, but it's not like I would like to have seen a better pass run balance, but we really couldn't get anything going on the ground really anyway.
Rojo got hurt with their concussion, so that kind of messed up.
And as much as we talk about Jaquan Brisker and his concussions, Roquan is right up there with concussions as well. Unfortunately,
third one as a Bear.
So yeah, they're gonna have to take a look at something there. Defense performance today. Just go over that. So we actually did pretty good on third down situations. Was one of my keys coming into this game. They were 5 of 14 on third down situations for 36%. That's a lot better than what the defense has been. They still gave up some key momentum plays, but I think it was a lot better in the second half of this game from the defense. How'd you feel about the defense tonight, Stevo?
The defense today was kind of like a boxer that like steel fights. It was it was a lot of the filling out process of, okay, what they're gonna run today, what's their attitude today, because there's times where Ben Johnson can be pass happy, there's times when he just gonna run the ball.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Hey, Harold, here's the thing. We allow people who actually have opinion. You act like we don't have 3 mailbag episodes today. We don't play voicemails about 2 other times during the week. See, this is where you're another one of the dumbasses who just want attention. So I'm about to give it to you, Harold. Watch your fucking dumbass, bro. Because like, it's not about having our fans. Somebody just said that they aren't even a actual Bears fan. See, this is where your lack of comprehension. It's not about, we don't want fans that are stupid. How about that? We're not the channel that's going around here begging for, so please subscribe. If you want that, go somewhere else. I'm sure there's a channel that no matter what type of dumbass shit that you say won't flame you. That's not here. I'm going to talk about your mama because your mama raised a punk ass fat pussy bitch. So I'm going to talk about your mama because the bitch should have put more time into you. So you weren't out here looking like a dumbass. That's what should have happened. So as long as your mama is sitting here, part of the reason why you sitting here acting like a fucking whiny ass bastard, I'm going to talk about your mama. Do something about it. I'm sorry. Keep going, brother.
Y'all gonna learn to stop telling us what the fuck to do on our shit, but that's all I gotta say. I forgot who the fuck I was talking about.
Talking about the defense.
Who was I talking about? It was I don't know, but yeah, it was basically like a boxing rap match. We was trying to fill them out, and then towards that end of the second half, going into the third, it was like, all right, we got them. We figured out what they gonna do. We started realizing, okay, they gonna play a nice balance between Rojo and well, I always get the other running back. I always get his name wrong. But I also realized they kind of figured out the passing game as well. Like they knew it was gonna be heavy, like play fake, a lot of play fakes, but you gotta watch for the play fakes because it could turn into 4 different plays. It could be a reverse, it could be a screen, it could just be a straight bootleg, it could be a toss. Like we just started to figure out what their tendencies was, and at the end of the day, I would be honest. It's like after Martez got hurt, we just knuckled up and say we winning this game. We gonna try to win this game, and we just went to go get the quarterback. And credit to Matt Eberflus and Eric Washington, them niggas did call more blitz today.
More blitzes today. They needed it today. They definitely needed it.
Credit to them, but it didn't work in your favor because you still lost the game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's get into the super chats.
I did call the score again. Prediction 2 weeks in a row.
That's crazy. Brandon L. Jet says 3 weeks you lose by a blocked field goal, botched 2-point conversion, and a sack miscommunication, all to the division foes. How did this motherfucker still have a job? Yeah, it's time for him to go. Like, in my opinion. Now, they probably won't. And all jokes aside, yes, we're upset. But the most likely scenario is that Matt Eberflus is still the coach on next Sunday for the Chicago Bears. That's the most likely scenario. It doesn't mean that it's the right scenario, but it is the most likely scenario.
Yeah, I just come to accept bullshit. So I don't believe nothing till it says breaking news at this point.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Fire that limp dip motherfucker right now. Douche the Flus is crazy. Please, somebody tweet that and get that trending. That's douche
that older shirt.
That's crazy. Bears stick the number 1 team in the NFL to the end of the clock on the road. I get tired of losing on dumbass plays. And listen, I don't know if y'all saw my tweet. I'm not going to repeat it here, but like that's exactly what it feels like with the Bears. Every time something good happens, you know some bullshit is following right behind it. DeLon, Flus is an idiot. There's no way we should not have at least 3 plays in the last 33 seconds. He needs to be fired tonight. A lot of people are going to agree with you. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Andrew, this is almost as bad as Grady Little keeping Pedro Martinez in Game 7 of the 03 LLCS immediately fireable offense. But go ahead.
This nigga might be, and I don't even mean Bears. This nigga might be the worst head coach I've ever seen.
Oh, fact, like yeah, it's outside of just Bears at this point. He may be the worst head coach that I've ever had the misfortune of watching consistently. Jay Riddler, my 12-year-old son was saying timeout before the coach. Bro, that's why I say it's like everybody in the world collectively understood a timeout needed to be called, except 2 motherfuckers, Caleb Williams and Matt Eberflus.
Right?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, what the fuck is Tyson Bagent to? That's your excitement too, nigga. You supposed to be telling this nigga clock down.
This man said Tyson Bagent.
He got a mic. He got a mic. He can talk to the nigga. Like, bro, you got the hand signals. You wearing the vest. Like, nobody told this nigga to clock.
That's crazy.
I'm even on the damn wide receivers the whole line, but nobody know what the fuck was going on.
Hey, bro, that's a picture perfect of the Bears season. All the confusion, bro. All the confusion. Bobby P, yo, Haize, Flus shouldn't get a seat on the plane, just a bus ticket somewhere. No, let that motherfucker walk. Tell his wife to go pick him up.
Leave that nigga on fucking 8 Mile. Not even 9th, 8 Mile.
Trey 2 Crux, thank you for the super chat, brother. No message there, but thank you for the super chat. The moment you take the sack, timeout, draw up 2 plays, get the field goal, and walk into overtime. That's it. It should only be so simple.
You know what was funny? Going down the field, I'm like, I want to score. He gonna try to play for the field goal again. Nope, he ain't play for neither. he
It's
said,
crazy, bro.
how do you know, bro?
It wouldn't surprise me if they make Brown the head coach. I mean, I've said my thought process on that before. To me, that feels like a Bears move. That Thomas Brown
My
has some pretty
thing,
good. Let's just move over. Go ahead.
my thing is you can run the most perfect interview process there is. Fire this nigga, let him be head coach for the last 6 games. That's your interview process.
That's fact. That's a fact. Bad news. Bears lost. Good news. I'm in Chicago. Shout out to you being back home, bro. We appreciate that. We
Don't
appreciate
slam
that.
no hoes. It's cold.
Yeah. My mother. Well, I apologize that your mom died and her son was still a bitch before she went out. How about that? Your mama is looking down in heaven and still wondering why the fuck did she leave her son on earth to still be a bitch? And you can't even spell fuck right. If you're gonna try to do that,
I'm
bro,
gonna cook
your
your ass
jokes are
because
lame. First of all, I get it
Fat
that your
Albert.
feelings are hurt, but please, like the Fat Albert, that's the oldest thing that you could go to. Like this is what, like, not only did your mama die, she went out, and you can't even crack jokes, bro. Come on, Harold. It's bad enough your name is Harold, my guy. Don't go out like a simp, son. Stand the fuck up as a man, my boy. Get your life together, bro.
The best thing that ever happened to your fucking name is a chicken franchise. No mama didn't leave no legacy for your ass.
That is dumbass, bro. Dumbass. Let's get out of here, Steve, before I actually pull up on somebody. Any last thoughts before we get out of here, brother?
Hey man, go ahead. You go. Everybody, go take y'all Thanksgiving walk now. I'm about to go do it myself. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Just find a way to laugh through the foolishness, because that's all you can do. That's really all you can do.
That's a fact. Oh, last one real quick from Kezo says, I promise y'all, ops, Caleb is the best quarterback in the division. Jared Statue, Sam Mindor, top 10. Jordan got more turnovers than the Rook. Stop it. We'll see. I mean, he has to prove it. He has to prove it. Between those lines, he has to prove it. But hey, all right, we love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Make sure you guys are following the channel at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. We about to go smoke on Harold's Mama Pack, so I love